In the last class, that is of 9th standard syllabus, in Vijayanagara Empire and Bahamani kingdoms, we have learnt about Vijayanagara and also that is important king, that is Krishnadevaraya, and also about the Sangama dynasty and all. So today let us go to the military achievements of Krishnadevaraya and also how the fall of Vijayanagara Empire came to an end, and also the cultural contributions of Vijayanagara Empire. In that we are going to learn about the administration of Vijayanagara Empire, then the social system, cultural system, and also economic system and religious system. And then we are going to learn about the literature and also about the art and architecture and also end of Vijayanagara Empire in this session. So let us go deeply about all these topics through the video and also some important pictures regarding this topic today. The military achievements of Krishnadevaraya. As mentioned by Robert Sewell, Krishnadevaraya was an unparalleled warrior, shrewd commander and political expert. He won all the wars and expanded his empire in the south. By the time Krishnadevaraya ascended the throne, the law and order situation of Vijayanagara Empire has worsened due to internal rivalries. The reign between 1510 to 1521 CE was filled with longer sieges, war and victories. The reign between 1510 to 1521 CE is filled with longer sieges and many wars. These wars were waged against Bahamani, Adil Shahi of Bijapur, Nizam Shahi of Ahmednagar, Qutub Shahi of Golconda, Gajapati of Orissa and other chieftains. In 1509 CE, Yusuf Adil Shah organized a combined attack of Adil Shahi dynasty on Vijayanagara. Adil Shahi of Bijapur died in this attack. During this time, Krishnadevaraya annexed the Doab region of Raichur. Krishnadevaraya liberated Muhammad Shah and made him the king of Bahamani kingdom. Hence, he got the title Yavana Rajya Pratishtapanacharya. These wars destroyed the power of Bahamani. Then he undertook a war on Gangaraya, the chieftain of Ummatur. This part was made part of Srirangapatna. Go to the cultural contributions of Vijayanagara. The administration in the Vijayanagara Empire was carried on in a traditional manner. The king selected their eldest son as their heads. The central administration was strong and some powers were decentralized. The council of ministers, strong military, provincial chieftains or the king would give land to the leader or chieftain in return for military service. There were different bodies like the state council for military service and state council leader named Nayankar, village administration, etc. Timarasa was a great prime minister. The kingdom had various administrative levels like the state, Nadu and village. The king enjoyed absolute power in judicial matters. The provincial officers used to dispense justice in the provinces. Punishment used to be severe. The village was the last level of administration and the Grama Sabhas used to carry on the administrative there. The Gauda, Karnam and Talwar used to assist in the village administration. Let's go to the social system. The society was based on Varna-based social system. However, there was also occupation-based caste system. There were many skilled artisans, carpenters, weavers and cobblers in the society. The practices of child marriage, sati and devadasi system were prevalent. Though monogamy was a common practice, kings and rich people had many wives. Women enjoyed a dignified status in society. There were female wrestlers and female palace guards. Holi, Diwali and Dasara festivals were celebrated publicly. Dasara festival used to be celebrated with pomp and glory at Hampi under royal patronage. Music and dance enjoyed great popularity. Economic system. Vijayanagar was economically prosperous. Land tax was the main source of revenue for the kingdom. Farmers used to give 1/4 of their income to the government in the form of tax. Professional tax, revenue tax, road tax, market tax, commercial tax, import and export tax and tributes from the vessels were the other forms of revenue to the kingdom. Agriculture was the backbone of the country. People grew different kinds of crops throughout the year. jawar, ragi, paddy, wheat, lentils, pulses like green gram, black gram and toar, sesame seeds, groundnut, cotton, sugarcane and coconut were the main crops. If you take the religious system, Vijayanagara Empire enjoyed the distinction of having encouraged all religions equally. The atmosphere was such that Sri Vaishnavatis and Jains could forget their religious differences and live in perfect harmony. The early king of Vijayanagara patronized Shaivatis and Veerashaivatis, whereas the later kings encouraged Vaishnavatis. Literature. Due to the peace and order, economic progress, literature flourished. Various works were created in Kannada, Sanskrit, Telugu and Tamil language. Ratnakarnavarani's Bharatesha Vaibhava, Chamarasas, Prabhuranga Leele, Kumaravyasas, Gadugina Bharata are the important Kannada works of that time. Bhima Kavi translated Palkurike Somanatha's Telugu work Basva Purana to Kannada language. The collection of Veerashaiva Vachanas called Shunya Sampadane was also published. Besides Lakkana's Dandesha's Shivatattva Chintamani, books in Kannada on human medical science, veterinary science, poetics, astrology and cookery were also published. Saint Purandara Dasa, Kanaka Dasa, Sri Padaraya and Vyasaraya enriched Dasa Sahitya. Vidyaranya wrote Shankara Vijaya and Sarva Darshana Sangraha in Sanskrit. His brother Sayanacharya wrote commentaries on the Vedas called Vedartha Prakasha, Ayurveda Sudhanidhi and Purushartha Sudhanidhi and other books. Kampanna Raya's wife Ganga Devi wrote a book called Madhura Vijayam. This book deals with Kampanna's invasion and a description of places of pilgrimage. The court poet of Devaraya II, Srinatha, had earned the title Kavi Chakravarti. There were 8 famous poets called the Ashtadiggajas in Krishnadevaraya's court. Allasani Peddanna's Manucharitam, Timmanna's Parijata Parahanam and Tenali Ramakrishna's Ubataradhya Charitam are the important works of this period. Krishnadevaraya's court had also Tamil poets Paranjotiyar, Veeraghavar, Mandala Purusha and Jnanaprakasha, Harihara and others. Paranjoti Iyer wrote Tiruvalayadal Puranam in the period of Vijayanagara Empire. They encouraged Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu and Tamil languages. If you take the art and architecture, the excellent work done by Vijayanagara kings in the field of art and architecture is memorable. During this period, temple, palaces, forts, towers, huge halls, Mahamantapas, public buildings, tanks, bunds, canals and dams were being constructed. Of Vijayanagara art, the Vijayanagara kings continued the architectural style of Chalukyas, Cholas and Hoysalas. The unique feature of their architecture was the construction of huge auditorium and marriage halls. Temples had huge towers, leaf-shaped arches and platforms. If you take some important temples, during the period of Vijayanagara king, temples were built in Hampi, Sringeri, Tirupati, Lepakshi, Karkala, Mudabidri, Bhatkal, Chidambaram, Kanchi, Kalahasti, Nandi, Srishaila, Kolar and other places. The most ancient temple of Vijayanagara is Sri Virupaksha temple at Hampi. Having a vast courtyard hall, this temple has many pillars and sculpture and decorative ceiling. The Vijay Vithala temple of Hampi is known for its magnificent architectural beauty. The Saptaswara musical pillar, huge Kalyana Mantapas and the stone chariot have enhanced the beauty of this temple. The Dasara festival was celebrated on the Mahanavami platform constructed by Krishnadevaraya. The ambassador of Persia, Abdul Razak, recorded that during this festival, kings from distant places and provincial leaders used to assemble as per the order of emperors. Kamal Mahal, elephant stable, Queen's Bath and wonderful examples of Indo-Muslim architectural style. Lakshmi Narasimha, Kadalekalu Ganesha, Sasvekalu Ganesha and Uddana Veerabhadra's idol are attractive. Fort of Hampi during Vijayanagara Empire was very strong with 7 circular walls around it. Music, if you take music and dance, the Vijayanagara king patronized fine art like music, dance, drama and Yakshagana. Artists enjoyed great respect in the palace and temples. Saint Purandaradasa and Kanakadasa enriched Carnatic music through their kirtanas. Dancers adorned in exquisite costume and jewelry performed dance in the temples and palaces. The end of Vijayanagara Empire. The Battle of Rakkasa Tangadi that took place in 1565 CE was one of the decisive battles in the history of Vijayanagara kingdom. With fall of this large empire, the politics of South India changed drastically. There were internal clashes for the power after the death of Krishnadevaraya. Another cycle of violence started with the death of Achyutaraya, who had succeeded Krishnadevaraya. Though Sadashivaraya came to power, the power was in the hands of Ramaraya, his son-in-law. Though Ramaraya could extend the kingdom by waging many wars, it created new enemies. His moves made the Deccan Sultans to get united. So dear children, we have learnt about the important contributions of Vijayanagara Empire and also the religious system, economic system and then social system, the administration of Vijayanagara Empire, and also we have studied the literature, art and architecture, and also the decline, that is the fall or the end of Vijayanagara kingdom. So in the next class we shall learn about the Bahmani kingdom. Thank you for watching.